Today I'm going to tie for you the Leggy Damsel. So I'll get on with tying it. What I've got in the vise is a size 12 chuck and duck wet fly hook with 5mm booby eyes in it. First thing I'm going to tie in is the tail part, which is olive marabou. So take 1, 2, 3. Because this is going to be for me matchbox, I'm going to get a fair bit of material on it because your flies are only small, so we all know they're like a mouthful. So just tear them off so we're all even at the back more or less. Just wet it, roll it in your fingers like that. That's the one. Get your international gauge from your furthest point forward, which is the eye. Steady, that'll do. Right, snip the ends off and pull the fluff out. It's only tied in at the front, all this is, so make sure you get all the fluff out of this so you get a good hold with the thread. Just push it into them booby eyes slightly. A couple of turns. And get your gauge again before you go any further. See which one's good. Touch further forward. So let's get a touch further forward. Another quick check. It's tight. Still a bit more. I'll get there in a minute. Alright. That should definitely have it. Yeah, just tell by looking at that, that's in. Yeah, we're in. Right, get a few nice tight turns on that now. And just pull it, come back with your thread. So, I'm about to the point, to be fair. Your next material is from the Sunburst collection. It's a Damsel Olive UV. I don't know if it's showing the UV in that because of the lights. You might not be able to see it. When you use UV and using lights to tie away, on the camera it don't show up. So, but this is full of UV. It looks great, to be fair. So, right, wet your fingers. Excuse fingers. Just wet your straddle. Get your first turn over. This is only 15mm stuff. And just get your second turn on top of that. Then come in front of it, going back towards the booby eyes. Just keep working that straddle back. And that'll do me. That will do me. Get a turn over, excuse fingers again. Couple of turns, just hold it. Snip up. Right, what I'm doing now is just wet your fingers. Get everything going backwards a little bit. Just get a few turns on that. Just slightly, just so it pins it down onto the body a little bit, like that. Yeah, looking good. Right, next we're going to put the wing on. Right, marabou again, olive. Same amount as what you use for the tail. 3 tears, 10mm. Wet it. come up. Don't out when you've just cut your nails when you're trying to tear it. Roll it in your fingers again. Wet it. Get it nice and wet. Measure it. Hold it. Then cut it. Clean it out again. As I say, it's all on the front edges here, so if you clean all that fluff out, you'll get a much better bite with a thread. You can put some wax on your thread. This thread's pre-waxed, so I don't bother with it. But if you want a nice tight, really tight thread turns on it, you can just stick some wax on. Alright, let's just get that on there and have a look. That's lovely. Wet your fingers, try and get everything back and tighten down on it. A nice few turns on it. No matter how many you do, because you're going to cover that in a sec. Right, next is the legs. Because now you've got a bit of build up on there, so just push the legs just downwards or in a different direction rather than being tucked under the body. So I've selected 6 pheasant tail legs in black. And we just slip them each side, 3 each side. With your fingers so you can see where they are. You want them in between the tail and the back of the bend of the up, halfway. That's where I like them. Right, just get yourself 2 turns. Get yourself 2 turns. And see how they've cocked up this end. Just bring them back down under the eye of the up. Let's have a look. Yeah, they look fine. Now pinch it all together there and tighten down on it. Nice few turns again. Right, then push your thread away with your finger. Get under here. Trim that away. Trim the other ends off. Right, next you go back to your marabou. And you want about 2 or 3 fibres, that's all. 2 or 3 fibres. Where the tips are. Just hold them, snap them, snap them, snap it, and get rid of that end. So you've just got some bits in your hands, really. Then what you're going to do is just dub that straight onto there. Look. Just wet your fingers with it, and it'll make it get tighter. Push her up, and then let's just go over that thread just there, and that covers that all in nicely. Then come to the front of your booby eyes, get a couple of turns in there, and get your whip finisher, and just get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 will do, mate. And cut the thread away, nice and tight. Now, I'm going to leave that one in there because that's the finished fly there that you can see. I've got another one here, just so you can see the leg side of it when it's out the up. Now that is a positive catching fish taker, that is. That's a fish taker. Just there. It's got a lot of bulk to it, so when you're pulling it through, it's going to make a bit of movement, fair bit of movement through the water. Definitely going to catch fish. So if you like what you're seeing, give us a thumbs up and subscribe if you would, please. I'll keep putting some flies on that catch you some fish. And you can see this again on John Kirk Fly Tying on YouTube. Thanks very much for watching.